night your shadow fell upon my lonely.
How are you feeling low and the fish won't bite?
Sit down, I think I love you.
1967 wasn't just about the Beatles or Hendrix. It was the year of the one-hit wonder. Beneath the flower power and psychedelic haze, these forgotten songs briefly ruled the airwaves. They came from nowhere, climbed the charts, and vanished. Let's rewind to 15 one-hit wonders that defined and disappeared from 1967.
I got me a complication, and it's an only child.
Number 1, Talk Talk, the Music Machine. In 1967, one of the most aggressive, cutting-edge tracks on the radio wasn't by Hendrix or The Doors. It was Talk Talk by the Music Machine. Just under 2 minutes long, the song blasted out of the speakers like a snarling garage rock manifesto. It was raw, distorted, and filled with a punk spirit that wouldn't fully bloom until a decade later.
Out for justice, admit that I was wrong. I'll stay in habit.
The band, led by Sean Bonwell, sported all-black outfits and one black glove each, leaning into a dark image that matched their rebellious sound. Talk Talk climbed to number 15, but none of their follow-up songs caught fire. Their label pushed them to go more commercial, and the band splintered shortly after. Still, this track endures as a cult classic of the garage rock era, brief, intense, and unforgettable. One hit was all they needed to leave a lasting impression on the psychedelic 60s.
Good morning, sun, I say it's good to see you.
Number 2, 98.6, Keith. If you're looking for sunshine in musical form, Keith's 98.6 delivered just that. Released in late 1966 and climbing into the top 10 in early 67, the song used the metaphor of normal body temperature, 98.6 degrees, to capture the feeling of emotional warmth returning after a heartbreak.
Hey, everybody on the street, I see you smile.
It's cheerful, catchy, and impossibly optimistic, riding the wave of sunshine pop that dominated the era. Keith, born James Barry Kiefer, had a smooth, radio-friendly voice and the perfect look for a teen heartthrob.
I want to go to where it takes.
But after this breakout success, his momentum stalled. A follow-up track barely scraped the top 40, and the shifting musical landscape left little room for his polished pop style. Though his career quickly cooled, 98.6 remains a charming time capsule of pre-Summer of Love innocence. One bright feel-good hit, just enough to warm up the charts, then fade away.
Last night your shadow fell upon my lonely.
Number 3, I Had Too Much to Dream, the Electric Prunes. Psychedelic rock was just starting to go mainstream in 1967, and I Had Too Much to Dream was one of its early shockwaves. The Electric Prunes, with their name as strange as their sound, delivered a swirling, dreamlike song filled with fuzz guitars, reversed tape effects, and echo-drenched vocals. It was eerie, surreal, and unlike anything on the radio at the time.
I had too much to dream last night. Too much to dream.
The track reached number 11 and captured the disoriented spirit of the era perfectly. But replicating that success proved elusive.
The room was empty as I staggered from my.
The band leaned even further into experimental territory, including working on concept albums that didn't resonate commercially. Still, their debut hit became a cult favorite and was later included on the iconic Nuggets compilation, cementing its legacy. Though the band faded quickly from the charts, their one shining hit gave the world a glimpse into the hallucinogenic heart of late 60s rock. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more musical deep dives into the gems you didn't know you missed. Number 4, Skate Now, Lou Courtney. Lou Courtney wasn't just a singer. He was a songwriter, producer, and all-around talent who helped shape the soul and funk sounds of the late 60s. But as a solo artist, his biggest moment came with Skate Now, a funky high-energy dance track released in 1967. It became a hit on the R&B charts, reaching number 13, though it only climbed to number 71 on the Hot 100. Still, its driving beat, infectious rhythm, and party-starting spirit made it a staple in clubs and dance halls. Courtney shouted out popular dances of the time and brought pure joy to every note. Despite his clear talent and contributions behind the scenes, he never had another major solo hit. Skate now stands as a vibrant reminder of the era's dance floor craze, and of an artist whose influence stretched beyond the spotlight, even if his name faded from the mainstream.
When the night has come.
Number 5. Stand By Me, Spider Turner. In 1967, Detroit singer Spider Turner brought something completely fresh to a beloved classic. His version of Stand By Me wasn't just a cover, it was a tribute to the greats. Throughout the song, he imitated the voices of soul legends like Smokey Robinson, David Ruffin, and Jackie Wilson, blending showmanship with serious vocal chops. The novelty caught listeners' ears, and the track climbed to number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Not as long as you stand by me.
But despite that success, Turner never had another charting hit. He remained active in the music scene for years, performing, writing, and collaborating.
Oh yeah. Oh my darling.
But his time in the solo spotlight was brief. His Stand By Me remains a one-of-a-kind version of an all-time classic, capturing both the joy of imitation and the talent of a singer who could hold his own among the legends. One hit, but an unforgettable impression.
Kiss me each morning for a million.
Number 6. Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye, The Casinos. With its smooth doo-wop harmonies and tender lyrics, Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye by The Casinos felt like a throwback even in 1967. At a time when rock was getting louder and more psychedelic, this soft, sentimental ballad reached number 6 on the Billboard charts.
Then if it don't work out, then if it don't.
Proof that heartfelt crooning still had its place. The Casinos, a 9-man group from Cincinnati, had been performing for years before this unexpected hit brought them national attention.
Sweeten my coffee with them all.
Their blend of doo-wop and easy-listening soul resonated with an older crowd during a youth-driven music revolution. But lightning didn't strike twice. Follow-up singles failed to chart, and the Casinos returned to regional gigs. Still, Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye endures as a sweet and timeless love song, a gentle moment of nostalgia in a turbulent musical era, and the group's only time in the national spotlight.
I never liked the rain before.
Number 7. Yellow Balloon, The Yellow Balloon. Yellow Balloon is one of those songs that perfectly captures a fleeting mood, breezy, innocent, and sun-soaked with 1960s optimism. Created as a studio project by songwriter Gary Zeckley, the song became a surprise hit when it reached number 25 in 1967. The band, formed afterward to promote the single, took on the name The Yellow Balloon and adopted a matching cheerful image.
And I was the yellow balloon. I never felt this way before.
Musically, it fits right into the sunshine pop wave that swept through the late 60s. Clean harmonies, upbeat melodies, and a carefree feel.
I can tell you're feeling it too, 'cause when I'm walking with you in the rain.
But while the song itself was catchy and radio-friendly, the band never repeated its success. They released an album that failed to gain traction, and by the end of the year, The Yellow Balloon had popped. Still, their lone hit remains a shimmering example of the era's lighter side, joyful, melodic, and gone in a flash.
Sunshine girl, won't you stay with me?
Number 8. Sunshine Girl, The Parade. Sunshine Girl is a quintessential piece of California pop, lush harmonies, laid-back groove, and just enough melancholy to keep it from being too sweet. The Parade was a short-lived studio project led by actor and musician Murray McLeod with contributions from future hitmakers.
Magical around like I never.
When Sunshine Girl hit a 20 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1967, it seemed like they might become mainstays in the sunshine pop movement.
Sunshine girl, won't you stay with me?
The song blends Beach Boys-style vocals with sophisticated production and wistful lyrics, capturing the golden glow of 1960s West Coast music. But the Parade quickly fizzled out. Follow-up singles failed to chart, and the group disbanded soon after. Despite their brief existence, Sunshine Girl still shines as a hidden gem of the era, a song that feels like a perfect summer afternoon, warm, beautiful, and gone before you realize it.
Kiss me, I love the way that you kiss me.
Number 9. Do It Again, a little bit slower, John and Robin and the In Crowd. With a playful title and an even more playful sound, Do It Again became a novelty hit in 1967, peaking at number 18. The duo, John Abnor Jr. and vocalist Javon Braga, delivered a flirty, upbeat track backed by a clean pop rock groove that reflected the more innocent side of the decade's music.
Do it again just a little bit slower. I just can't stand.
The lyrics danced around innuendo, but always with a smile, making it perfect radio fodder.
Just a little bit slower.
Their energetic sound caught on for a moment, but the group struggled to follow up as music trends shifted quickly towards psychedelia and harder-edged rock. Despite working with notable producers and touring extensively, their chart success was limited to this one song. Still, Do It Again remains a fun, catchy reminder of the transitional moment in pop music. Bubblegum flirting with the future and then vanished.
If you're going to
Number 10. San Francisco, Scott McKenzie. This song was more than a hit, it was an anthem. San Francisco, Be Sure to Wear Flowers in Your Hair, defined a moment in 1967, a musical postcard from the heart of the counterculture.
You're gonna meet some gentle people.
Written by John Phillips of the Mamas and the Papists, and performed by Scott McKenzie, the song was released just in time for the Summer of Love. It soared to number 4 in the US and topped charts in Europe, becoming a symbol of peace, idealism, and the hippie movement. With its gentle melody and inviting lyrics, it captured the imagination of a generation.
In the streets of San Fran.
But McKenzie never repeated the success. His soft, clean image quickly felt out of place in the darker, more experimental phase of rock that followed. While he faded from the charts, San Francisco became immortal, a one-hit wonder, yes, but also a cultural time capsule of 1967's hope and idealism.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch on witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong.
Number 11. Ding Dong, The Witch is Dead, The Fifth Estate. Blending rock with classical and a dose of pure whimsy, Ding Dong was one of the most unexpected hits of 1967. The band took the classic tune from The Wizard of Oz, added a Baroque harpsichord riff, and layered it with a jangly, upbeat pop rock sound that somehow clicked with audiences.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch on witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong.
It peaked at number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100, propelled by its novelty appeal and the band's youthful energy. But their attempt to replicate the formula didn't take hold, and follow-up singles failed to chart.
Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead.
Despite their brief moment in the limelight, The Fifth Estate showed that 1960s pop was willing to get weird, and sometimes that weirdness paid off. Ding Dong stands today as a quirky, magical relic of an era where even fairy tale remixes could find chart success once.
Now when you're feeling low and the fish won't bite.
Number 12. Little Bit of Soul, The Music Explosion. In 1967, Little Bit exploded onto the charts, peaking at 2 and becoming one of the most recognizable garage rock hits of the year. The band behind it, The Music Explosion, hailed from Mansfield, Ohio, and delivered a sound that was raw, fast, and incredibly catchy.
Now when your girl is gone and you're broken too.
The song was originally recorded by a British band but found its true form in the US thanks to The Music Explosion's fuzzed-out guitars and driving rhythm. Despite its massive success, the band never managed another hit.
You'll get a lot more kids with a little bit of soul.
Attempts to replicate the formula didn't stick, and like many garage rock acts of the time, they quickly disappeared as trends evolved. Still, Little Bit of Soul remains an anthem of youthful energy, simple, loud, and built to blast out of AM radios. One hit, but it's the kind of song you never forget once you hear it.
She sits on the dock, fishing in the water.
Number 13. Come On Down to My Boat, Every Mother's Son. This was a slice of nautical-themed pop that managed to sail straight into the top 10 in 1967, peaking at number 6. Performed by Every Mother's Son, a clean-cut band from New York City, the song mixed a catchy melody with a sense of adventure and freedom that resonated with the youth of the time.
My boat, baby, come on down, we'll say.
Their image, wholesome, well-dressed, and slightly square, stood in contrast to the rising tide of counterculture. But for a moment, they fit perfectly into radio playlists. Unfortunately, they couldn't escape the one-hit wonder curse.
Smile so nice like she wants to come with me.
Their later singles charted low or not at all, and the group disbanded soon after. Still, Come On Down to My Boat remains a joyful snapshot of 1967's pop landscape. Light, breezy, and infectious. It didn't change the world, but it gave us 3 minutes of pure fun.
We skip the light fandango.
Number 14, A Whiter Shade of Pale, PROCOL HARUM. Few songs sound like A Whiter Shade of Pale, a Baroque-tinged ballad with surreal lyrics and an organ line that evokes both Bach and something entirely new.
The crowd call out for more.
Released in 1967 by British band PROCOL HARUM, the song became an instant classic, peaking at number 5 in the US and reaching number 1 in several other countries. Its poetic, mysterious lyrics captivated listeners, and its sound helped usher in the era of progressive rock.
The waves are broad and trade. And so
While the band had a devoted following and some later success in the UK, in the US, they never again reached the top 40. That makes A Whiter Shade of Pale their only true American hit. Still, what a hit it was. Haunting, elegant, and unforgettable. It's the kind of one-hit wonder that doesn't feel like one because of its lasting legacy. One song, yet eternal in its influence.
Sit down, I think I love you.
Number 15, Sit Down, I Think I Love You, The MOJO Men. Closing out our list is Sit Down, I Think I Love You by the MOJO Men, a folk rock gem that quietly reached number 36 on the Billboard Hot 100 in early 1967.
Anywhere I'd like to try.
Originally written by Stephen Stills for Buffalo Springfield, the song was given a jangly, harmony-filled makeover by the MOJO Men. Their version stood out for its layered vocals and a breezy, Birds-esque vibe that captured the softer side of 60s rock.
It's not much time I still love you.
While the song had moderate success, the MOJO Men couldn't follow it up with another chart hit. They remained part of the San Francisco scene but faded into obscurity as the psychedelic movement evolved. Still, this one song captured a key moment in folk rock, when innocence and romanticism still had a place on the radio. A quiet, graceful ending to a list full of brief brilliance and lasting charm. They had one shot, and they nailed it. These 15 artists may have vanished from the charts, but their songs still echo with the spirit of 1967. Brief, brilliant, and unforgettable. If you enjoyed this trip back in time, like and subscribe for more lost gems from music's most colorful era.